Go ahead, Alan. You ain't bring us in yet.
Yeah, you ain't bring us in yet.
You ready? Yep.
Yeah.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Batman Boxing Talk. We are here to talk about last night, the fight. Ladies and gentlemen.
Post-fight reaction.
Post-fight reaction. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes I get caught up in the moment or caught up in my era, but I must say, of all the welterweight unification fights that I've seen, I won't put this one over Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns because of the drama of Ray Leonard pulling that out. But any other fight over the last 20, 30 years, that fight, that was one hell of a fight. Better than De La Hoya, Trinidad, better than Floyd and Pacquiao. What was the other one they kept showing last night?
Man, they had Thurman Garcia.
Better than Thurman Garcia.
Yeah,
that was one hell of a fight.
Yeah.
It was better than Thurman Garcia. But let's start it. What we got the lower weights. What did y'all think about Barrios, man? I was disappointed.
I was very disappointed with Barrios.
Not only disappointed, but I felt like after looking at the punch stats, if there was any truth to the punch stats, Barrios should have lost.
Nah, because you can't go by the point. You got to realize boxing is scored on a round by round basis. So if I throw 10 punches in the first round and you throw 6 and I win the round, and then you throw 20 and I throw 2 and you win, it's still 1-1 by the rounds. Yeah, you might have thrown 20 more punches than me, but by the rounds, it's still a 1-1 fight. That punch, that shit, depending on how it is, that shit go out the window.
You know what? I agree with that because even in the fight, in the big fight, the main event last night, I thought the punch stats were way off. I was like, but I don't know if they watching the same fight.
No, it was accurate. Errol was landing a lot more punches than Shawn. Shawn was just being real aggressive. And he like I said, he was roughing Errol up. But like we said before in our prediction, Shawn do a lot of smothering his punches. Mm-hmm. So yeah, he might be getting in work, but you got to realize you got judges on opposite sides of the rings looking at it from different angles. So like certain shit that looked like it landed from one angle may not have looked that way from another angle. You also got to realize we watching it on TV, so we getting 16 different angles.
That's true.
And being able to see everything.
Yeah, they should start having the goddamn judges watching on TV. That way they can see every damn thing. But the Barrios fight, Alan, I think it could have been a draw or Barrios won. You got to understand it was 2 knockdowns.
2 knockdowns. One just won.
Yeah, and he
won like the first 4 rounds.
Yeah, 3 or 4 rounds easy. So,
would you say? Because when I looked at the records, I said, "Wow, it's 7-0. This dude ain't have 7 fights, but that dude put up a hell of a showing for himself."
Yeah, but you can't really look at the records. You got like Lomachenko. Lomachenko got 13 fights, but he's a seasoned veteran. He had 400. You know what I'm saying? Like
agreed.
But I thought he was food for Barrios when I saw that. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that man, because I never heard of him before.
I did too. What I tell you? I said Barrios would be done in 5 or 6, right? So
I thought he was food, but he put up a hell of a fight, and I was very disappointed in Barrios.
But like I said, I think Barrios needed that because he has been fighting light touches. So and that goes back to what I be saying about a lot of people. Sometimes we get caught up in the hype of what these guys do against lesser competition, and this goes for Errol Spence as well.
That's true.
Against lesser competition, and we forget that Chris Algieri ain't Shawn Porter. You know what I'm saying? Like, or Sebastian Hyland ain't Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? Like, we get caught up in what these fighters do to lesser competition, and we try to carry that into the next fight. Just like even David Benavidez. I'm a prisoner of the moment because I thought David Benavidez was going to go in there and whitewash DIRRELL, and DIRRELL was working. And like I said, had it not been for the cut, I thought that would have been a tough fight to call.
It would have been.
Well,
and also Benavidez looked like a damn heavyweight in there. I didn't know that he was that much.
I told you,
bigger.
I didn't remember because big.
He is huge. He had to be. Look, if they was fighting at 168, he had to be damn close to 190 in that ring, man. He
every
was
bit of it.
Huge.
But like I said, David Benavidez, man, that motherfucker, for him to be that tall and that lanky. His hand speed is so ridiculous.
It is.
And he like Scarface, bro. He get hit and he like the shit. Mm-hmm. He get hit and it's funny. You know what I'm saying? Like
DIRRELL couldn't hurt him.
Like I'm like, bro. And DIRRELL was popping him, stabbing him to the body, working downstairs, coming up top. Like I said, man, he's gonna be a tough out for a lot of people at 168.
And I don't even think he got into his man strength yet. That's the fucked up.
He's like 21, right?
Yeah, like 22.
Yeah. Oh, I think he turned 20 or some shit. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, that cut kind of spoiled it for us because I think we would have been in for a treat had Dirrell been able to go in to the second half of the fight.
True.
Without that cut. But like you said, he one of those people that cut easily. Him, Lomachenko, them dudes, they cut. You breathe on them, spit on them, they might cut.
Yeah.
But that fight was good too. Now, one thing I will say, I like when the card is full of fighters that fight because it make the card go by fast.
That's true.
The Cecito Lopez,
Good
John
fight.
Molina fight was a good fight.
It was a
Yeah,
good fight.
it was a good fight.
Mario Barrios, I thought it was going to be one of those quick, go in there, get him out of there between 3 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
Good fight.
Yep.
DIRRELL, BENAVIDEZ, good fight.
Yeah.
Porter, Spence, the whole card was
The
worth.
whole card was good, yeah.
And I think that's why we so excited because it's been a long time since we had a card that's been so evenly matched. Like a lot of times we get these cards that's where everybody overmatched and you get a knockout in 2 rounds, a knockout in 6 rounds, all of these fights was worth watching over again.
Yes, it was. Definitely. And let's get to Spence Porter. Oh my God.
Fight of the year.
Fight of the year right now.
Without question.
Without question.
No, I think I don't even think you question it. I think if that ain't the fight, I can't see anything coming.
And that's what I was about to say. When you look at the landscape of what's left, what we got? October, November, December.
Mm-hmm.
Joshua Ruiz could be decent.
Ortiz and Wilder probably be the next great one.
This year. I think Wilder gonna get rid of Ortiz, man.
Quicker.
I think he gonna get rid of Ortiz. I think Canelo Kovalev gonna be one of them fights where we feel like Canelo just gonna go in there and whoop it. It's gonna be a close fight.
All I could think about last night as the fight was going on
was none of these bastards can beat Canelo, huh?
was all I could think about last night was punch selection. It kept coming
told
up.
you.
And I said, man, why doesn't he throw the right hand? It was there, but Tony, you were saying Errol should have threw more lefts.
Yeah, because his left was there too. Sean would have ran into it. I'm telling you, because Shawn, but Errol, even when he was boxing, a couple of times he caught Shawn with it, but he wouldn't throw it a lot either. And I'm gonna tell you one thing: Shawn Porter doesn't throw straight right hands. Exactly. They all looping. Kenny Porter was telling him in the corner, you need to straighten out the right hand. Mm-hmm. If he'd have threw a straight right hand, you're right, Alan, it would have been there all night. Mm-hmm. But just like when Shawn left all the movement, but when Shawn leaped in, Errol could have just put that thing out there. He was gonna run into a lot of those shots.
The thing with Errol, the thing that I saw from Errol last night was, if he wanted to just box, he probably could have done that. But the fact that I think he wanted to prove, because all he kept saying before the fight was, I know I got more dog than you. I think he wanted to prove to Shawn Porter, in your style fight, I can beat you, and if I box, I can beat you.
But you know what? I think the fight that Errol fought is more his style fighting. He said that in the press conference. They were saying, well, you know how you outboxed Mikey Garcia, right? He said, but yeah, that was like, different. I outboxed him. I showed that I had boxing skills. He said, but I'm more of a come forward fighter and like to get it in. So it was more his style against, that's why he said, it was going to be a hell of a fight because he knows that that's my style too.
Right.
I'm going to show you. I don't know if, like I said, because what surprised me about it is that Shawn Porter's hands was a lot faster.
And Shawn Porter, one thing Shawn Porter don't get credit for a lot is his ability to be disruptive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did something. It may have been like 3rd or 4th round where he was backing up and then he switched feet and then spent off and Errol was looking like, oh, okay, I didn't know you had that.
Yeah.
But and he threw a straight right, like a up jab, and then caught Errol after doing it, and I was like, oh no, I think Shawn underestimated the skill set of. Not
you
Shawn,
mean Errol?
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Errol underestimated the skill set of Shawn Porter because although he is just a rough fighter, he do got some skills. Yeah, and he wouldn't have been at this level.
And Errol said it at the post fight. He was like this. So Shawn asked him, "So was the skills was there?" And he was like, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah." He said that was lead up to the fight. Yeah. But he said, He said, "But yeah, Shawn surprised me." You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, a lot. If Shawn would have, like you said, look, it's like Shawn know how to do a lot of things. But necessarily, like when to do them. I think Derrick James said that, when to do them.
Right.
Because if he would have switched up more, like you said, and, because a lot of times when Errol was coming in, instead of him just going with Errol, if he'd have switched up, like you said, and pop, Errol would have been there for a couple of those shots, because it would have surprised him. But, and if he'd have just mixed it up more going in and out and in and out. But, like I said, I can't take nothing away from either one of them. My God, like I said, even though Shawn Porter was roughing him up, landed a lot of telling blows too, that did, that Errol said he felt them, which means that, it probably hurt you a little bit.
I don't think it was to the point where he felt like he couldn't take it.
No, I don't think that either. But he definitely felt
anything
it.
hurt. If I could take an open glove with no hand and slap shit out you, that motherfucker gonna hurt.
Yeah,
so like of course this shit hurt.
But I'm talking about Errol's reaction to it. Like, it was like,
he got some pop.
He got some pop on it, but it was like Errol's body work, man, on the inside was fucking phenomenal.
And all I've been saying is that if Errol gave Shawn that fight, I mean, because this is me from the second round on. Give me that, Errol. Give me that ego. Give me that ego so you can get your ass knocked out. And for Errol to give him that fight, because I thought at some point that this ain't working, so I'm gonna back up and box. But Errol just kept coming, and I'm like, damn, he like I said, I'm not gonna say he got more dog than Shawn Porter, but he got right that. He right there with. He outdogged him last night. That's the bottom line. He did.
I think he do.
I'm gonna tell you 2 points in that damn fight. It just like you said, it cements it. And we was talking about it. Round 10, when Errol was dancing before he came out.
And then he went dog.
And when Shawn Porter, when he got knocked down and told him, let's go, and went right at his ass. That lets you know that you in for a fight. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just like two basketball players. You come down to score me, okay, cool, I'm coming right back. You know what I'm saying? But I watched a couple people's fight predictions because I watch everybody. I don't subject myself to this person or that person. Right. I watch everybody and I take what I want to take from it. Right.
But I see a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm disappointed. I was disappointed in Errol." They was disappointed because he didn't look like he normally looks. But when you get to the highest level of things, and Shawn is an elite level fighter.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think someone in the comments.
All of these guys are evenly matched. Yeah, Shawn might be able to be rough better than Thurman, or Thurman might be able to move better than Danny Garcia, or Danny Garcia might hit harder than. But these dudes are all evenly matched, and it's just like when people say, "Oh, Triple G gonna knock out Canelo." No, the fuck he not. Canelo is an elite level fighter, just like Canelo not gonna knock out Triple G. I don't think Canelo can knock out Charlo, but I don't think Charlo can knock out Canelo either. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys are elite. You're at the top level. So at this point, it becomes, okay, now I gotta outwill this person. You know what I'm saying? Or now I gotta outsmart this person. Yeah. It's no longer I could just throw a right hand unless you Wilder, unless you
bail you out. Yeah, exactly.
But when you get to the top level, like if you go back and look at Gary Russell, Lomachenko, Lomachenko won, but that was a close fight.
It was a hell of a close fight.
It was a close fight. You know what I'm saying?
And if they had called the knockdown, it probably would have been a draw.
That was a close fight, man. But like I said, I was excited. I'm still excited. That's why we up doing this review, because I've been thinking about it since I got home. I was trying to watch Power. I turned Power off. I was like, damn. I was looking on YouTube trying to find the fight. I'm like, I didn't watch this during the game.
You said it. Yeah.
I said I'm watching the fight now, and I thought I sent it to y'all.
You didn't. Yeah, I said, Alan, where is it at on YouTube? Because I went and I tried to watch it.
No, I pulled it up when you said that, and I just didn't send it. I pulled it up, and I was like, when I looked at the phone this morning, I said, damn, I didn't send them the fight.
I was looking. I kept seeing like highlights, but I didn't see like I wanted to see. I didn't want to see the highlights. I wanted to see the full fight.
Yeah, and look, I think I sent it this morning.
You did, okay. and I did the same thing, but I actually kept Power on because when I couldn't find the full fight. Right, and I was looking at the post conferences, right, and then I was like, just let me put Power.
See, I started watching the post conferences. I couldn't find it. I couldn't even watch Power.
Man, I watched Power last night, man.
I couldn't even watch it, man. But like this is what I am gonna say. if y'all think Danny Garcia is a slouch and y'all think
Y'all
Errol,
tripping.
I'm telling you,
y'all tripping. I understand. You got some people, you know what I'm saying, that want to see Errol Spence and Manny Pacquiao. I understand that. Okay, I get it. But I'm telling y'all, if y'all just discounting Danny Garcia and thinking because he had a close fight with Shawn Porter, where some people can argue that he won,
everybody
he
had a close fight with
harder than Shawn Porter. And Danny Garcia told Errol that to his face, "Are you sure you're ready? Because I hit harder."
Well,
than Shawn Porter.
but I mean, I think let's put the Manny Pacquiao Keith Thurman fight in perspective. Yes, Manny did something that a lot of people didn't expect him to do at 40 years old, but Keith Thurman is not the Keith Thurman that that he was.
But don't do that. Though.
I'm not taking nothing away from Manny.
I'm not gonna go that far.
But I'm just saying. Let's not. I mean that fight last night. I want to continue seeing. I mean, and no disrespect to Manny Pacquiao, but I want to continue seeing these young lions go at each other.
Yeah, but you can't say that because Keith Thurman and Manny Pacquiao was damn near just as good of a fight.
It was. But I'm just saying.
I don't know. I think it was a bigger gap.
No, I'm saying Errol Spence and Porter was a better fight.
Okay, yeah,
but the Manny Pacquiao, Pacquiao Thurman was better than Danny Garcia Thurman.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't go.
But what I'm saying is, I want to continue seeing these young. I don't want everything to be centered on Pacquiao because I think the division is wide open right now. Like I said, it is very rare that you have 5 to 6 good fighters at the top that can continue fighting each other. None of these guys should be taking breaks or anything. Between Danny Garcia, Errol Spence, Shawn Porter, well, Keith Thurman gonna be off for 9 months. They said.
Yeah, I think he should be back in May or something. But I mean, that ain't too far off.
Yeah, that's not okay. Keith Thurman, Terrence Crawford. I pray that he gets in the mix.
He ain't because
if he re-signs with Top Rank.
Not only that, if your claim to fame is I'm the A side and I don't need Errol Spence, cool. You don't need me. Cool, go find something to do. And I'm not saying that that's the right thing to do from a boxing fan standpoint, but from Terrence Crawford's standpoint, you should be wanting to get in there and mingle with these guys. It should be, look, Bob, whatever we need to do. You know what I'm saying? If I got to take 40% to 60% to fight Errol, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because Errol can say, cool, I don't have to fight you. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like you said, like they say, it's a man standing to the right of you. Who wants a shot?
Yep.
Danny Garcia. Like, Errol has names to fight to where as though, like he said, Shawn, you ain't gonna be on pay-per-view your next fight. I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be on pay-per-view my next fight.
And Shawn said you should be.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Crawford don't, like, no, I mean, who's gonna watch Crawford fight Mean Machine or Green Machine, whatever his name is. You know, like, you. They
didn't want to cough up the money, I guess, to give Kell Brook the motivation to make weight.
Yeah.
Like I think that's honestly what it was.
Yeah. Kell Brook would have made weight if it was for
the money, for the bag, for the right bag. If you know, but if you're gonna give him less money than you gave Amir Khan, then you're tripping if you think Kell Brook gonna fight you. You know what I'm saying? And look, struggle to get down to 147. You know, and you gonna give him less money than you get, and you know it's a better fight with you and Terrence Crawford than him and Amir Khan. Come on, man.
Yeah.
But like I said, for Errol's credit, even though Crawford is on the other side of the street, Errol has been consistent, even with Danny Garcia calling him out in the ring. That man said,
He's trying to fight Pacquiao.
If I can't get Pacquiao, I want Crawford. He said, and if not, then I'll fight Danny. That's what he said. And he's going to wind up fighting Danny because he's not going to get Crawford because, like I said,
because the money ain't there.
Because the money
ain't a big enough event for both promoters and both networks to come together and make that fight.
What the situation is with Crawford and Top Rank? I mean, is his contract up at the end of this year?
They said, I think it's the end of this year, or it got to be the end of 2020.
I've heard it from some YouTube channels, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure when his contract is up. I don't know. But
because he's approaching, or he's 30 already.
I think he just turned 32 yesterday.
Yeah, 32.
I think his birthday was yesterday.
Yeah, so he
Crawford,
needs to
32.
Yeah, he needs to get with it.
He needs to start getting these.
But like he said, when you have become undisputed and you're he's a surefire Hall of Famer because there ain't been that many people that's undisputed. So in his mind, he don't feel like Errol Spence defines his career. So and you also got to realize, for him, that could be his money fight. So he might not want to take 40% of the money because he might say, you know what, I'm done after this. at 32 years old. But this, I got a couple other buddies that I always argue with when it comes to like, I'm not gonna say they don't like Al Heyman, but they always have stuff to say about the PBC fighters not fighting each other. Errol not fight. Why hasn't Errol fought the other guys yet? And like I always tell them, you have to realize Errol, yeah, he may be close to the same age as Danny Garcia, Thurman, Porter, and those guys, but he's really a generation behind them.
A class behind them
when it comes to boxing.
Yes, it is.
Because of him starting when he started.
Yeah.
So when you say the PBC, they not making the best fights, how can you say that when you've had Porter Thurman, you've had Porter Garcia, you've had Thurman Garcia, you've had Thurman Porter, you've had Pacquiao Thurman, like you've had now we've had Spence Porter, like
I don't even know how you complain about that because those first 3 fights you named were, I think they were on Fox. They came on regular TV.
They came on regular TV.
They came on regular TV.
This is the first one that's pay-per-view, except for Thurman and Pacquiao.
I mean, them putting those fights on TV has
Mikey
bought
Garcia
the fight.
Mikey Garcia and Spence, but I'm talking about as far as the welterweights.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Like
they,
and I get it. You like Crawford, and you feel like Crawford can beat Spence, so you're trying to find ways to diminish how the PBC treats Errol Spence. But it's not like, oh, well, why are they giving Mikey Garcia the Pacquiao fight? Pacquiao fight who he want to fight. If Pacquiao say, I want to fight Garcia, what can Al Heyman do?
Yeah, because you know Garcia going to accept the fight.
You can't make him fight Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't make Shawn Porter fight Errol Spence. He had to want to do it, and I'm glad he did because he gave us, to me, in my opinion, a Fight of the Year candidate.
Yep, a classic.
Which I think is going to end up being Fight of the Year. Because
it has to be from what I've seen, and I think it's an instant classic.
Yeah.
Like, you know, as far as unification, man,
No
it was
question.
an instant
No question.
classic. And, I mean, to champion what you said, instead of talking about what the PBC is not doing, why don't you talk about how where Errol Spence even said in the post-conference, they're not promoting Terrence Crawford right. He should be much bigger than he is.
So let me ask you this. Is he right by saying that?
What? Yeah.
Okay.
They're not promoting him.
Okay, so is the PBC promoting Charlo in a way to where as though he can make himself big enough for the Canelo fight? You can't do both ways.
You said what? So you saying you don't think the PBC is promoting Charlo that way?
I don't think they promoting Charlo
Well,
like they
let
should.
me ask you this: is there anybody
but I
else
also
in the
think
stable of the PBC that Charlo can fight?
It's
to
not.
build
Yeah,
his-
but see,
build
not.
his resume.
Yeah, no.
It's not.
I mean, if you look at it that way, far as like, I don't know if they're not. I just think they're giving him the fights that they can.
There's just nobody at middleweight.
Yeah,
but
the
PBC.
But it's like, no, I'm talking about, look, when Charlo and them fight, the PBC go out all out to promote their fights.
They do.
Yeah, you got to understand, when Terrence Crawford, look, when Lomachenko fight, all hell. You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury just came over there. All hell. When Terrence Crawford fight, you know what I'm saying? It's sort of like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just wondering why the promotion, and you know, you out there saying when you the promoter and you're out there saying that this dude Lomachenko is #1 pound for pound over Terrence Crawford, right? And you ask Lomachenko who's #1 pound for pound, and Lomachenko says Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? So how are you sitting there as a promoter? You promote both of them.
But this is the thing, though. When you look at the history of Bob Arum promoting people, he hasn't really promoted a black fighter since the hyping of a Sugar Ray Leonard. After Sugar Ray Leonard,
he hyped Floyd Mayweather up too. Yes, he did. He said Floyd Mayweather was the next. He said was the best thing since Sugar Ray Leonard.
In the sense of giving him the fights.
Oh no,
that's the point I'm making. So when you look at after Ray Leonard, De La Hoya was his guy. Yeah. De La Hoya got all the fights. De La Hoya got the big money fights. After De La Hoya, it was Manny Pacquiao. Like, so I don't and you seen Floyd say like, okay, look, like I got to get the hell away from here because Oscar De La Hoya is his guy.
Right. Yeah.
And at some point, Terrence Crawford has to realize,
you
know what?
Away from him.
Lomachenko is his guy.
Yeah,
and then he's
true.
banking on this Wilder fight with Tyson Fury to make some coins. So those are his guys right now.
Okay.
You know, but Crawford has to understand that if I really want to do this and I really want to fight these guys, I'm at a disadvantage right now. Even though I was undisputed at 140, back to what I was saying about Charlo. As of right now, I'm at a disadvantage because I don't have the level of opposition that I can fight to be put on the same pedestal as an Errol Spence.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, that, and that's what, you know, that what goes with Crawford saying that, you know, like, you know, that he don't need Errol Spence. And like you said, if he's not willing to take, like you said, he should take at least 60-40. You know what I'm saying? If he's not willing to do that, then no, you can't. You're not going to be able to make the negotiations, first of all, right? And second of all, like you said, Brandon, at this point, you got two networks working together. And, you know, so, I mean, I want to say this to the people, too, that Brandon is our resident expert on the politics of boxing. And Alan and I, no, I'm just saying, Alan and I, we fan out. I want to see the damn fight. Brandon would tell you, I want to see the fight, but this is why the fight is not happening.
Right. It's like I want to win the lottery, right?
Right.
but the reality is, I know that 1 in 2 million people win the shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to overlook the reality of what really happens because of what I want. You know what I'm saying? And that's why us as fans, we get in our feelings because we block out the fact that at the end of the day, boxing is a business. You know what I mean?
And sports period.
Right. Yeah. Sports period is a business. But the thing about other sports is normally there's tournament style. So once you go through a season, then you have a bracket.
The best
so,
fight,
you know,
I mean, best play the best.
Right.
Yeah. But
and you don't have 3,000 different promoters.
Exactly.
The Lakers don't have a separate promoter from the Spurs. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all under one umbrella. So everybody's eating from the one umbrella. Whereas you got 3,000 boxing promoters, and now you got fighters promoting themselves. So these guys are trying to, and like I say, you can say that it's a credit to Mayweather, or you can say Mayweather tarnished the sport by opening up eyes to understand that you can make millions and millions of dollars and never have to come back and fight if you don't want to. You know what I'm saying? So I don't fight. I don't fault fighters for making decisions that benefit them in a way to set their families up for. You know what I mean?
And I can't. You know why? Because I'm not the one in there, you know, taking the goddamn shots. Yeah. And look, and you put your life on the line every time you step in that goddamn ring. So therefore, but as a fan, I'm always going to champion for the best fights. But
I want to see Canelo Charlo. I want to see Canelo Andre.
Okay, with that being said, we are in a new era where these guys have more power over their careers than they did when, you know, we were getting into the sport. But a lot of people would say that's killing the sport. But at the same time, when you look at it from the other side, from their side, from their point of view,
it's better for the boxers. It's no different than...
Well, yeah, the people in the ring should always get the line.
It's no different than...
No question.
It's no different than people blaming LeBron for the reasons that superstars team up. Y'all might say, "Oh, it's killing basketball. You got 4 stars on one team, and then the rest of the league is trash. So you got 3 teams that could possibly win the title, and then everybody else, or you got the Warriors, who we know gonna win the title. So it waters down basketball. But from the players' aspect,
right?
It's like, shit, we can make $200 million. You know what I'm saying? We can win 3 titles. You know what I'm saying? We can. You know what I'm saying? It's what LeBron did benefited the players. What Floyd Mayweather did opened up eyes for boxers to benefit themselves.
Right? And I agree. I don't take nothing away. That is a plus. You know what I'm saying? What it is that, look, what I don't like, and it ain't it's not a discredit to Floyd, because Floyd retired undefeated, and you know what Floyd put out there in his promotions, that he was undefeated, and everybody came to his fights to see him lose, right? And then now a lot of these fighters think that I have to stay undefeated, but yet you sitting there talking about you want to stay undefeated, but you're not putting in the same work that boy put in.
Not only that, Floyd sold himself marketing wise. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He targeted a audience in the Mexican fan base, and he used their strengths against them. Yeah, he used their love for their fighters against them in a way to where as though it benefited him from both sides. Because you don't like me, but you paying because you like Canelo Alvarez.
Well, I mean,
so you paying me.
Ali
you see what I'm saying?
Ali said it first. He was like this when they asked Ali, "How many people you think coming to see you fight?" He said 100% coming to see me fight. And he was like, "For real?" He said, "Yeah." He said 99% coming to see me lose. And that's what that's what the Mexican fans like. You said,
but it wasn't just Mexican fans. It was black people that didn't like Ali.
No, I know. I'm talking about with Floyd. With the Latino
right.
fans, fan base. A lot of them, like you said, they ain't gonna stream shit. They gonna pay. They want. Look, first of all, they want to support their fighter, right? And then next, look, they want to see him lose. So yeah. But like far as back to the basketball reference, no. I don't say that, a lot of people do say it messed up the sport, but I'm going to say the reason why, not because, talking about $200 million, I'm saying it because of this. Look, throughout the years, the owners can trade.
Right.
Look, if you play for the Warriors, look, you could get off the bus after one game and they tell you get ready to go on the bus to the next game and they say, no, Brandon, you got to catch a plane because we just traded you to Portland. And you like this, whoa. Right? And nobody say any damn thing about that. So now that the players have the ability to go where the hell they want to go, now people got problems.
Well, it's the same thing with football. People complaining about these guys, when
like hits and all that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, but in the basketball reference, it's just this simple. LeBron went to Miami. And actually, LeBron, y'all keep saying LeBron, but he was not the first to do that. He went to Miami because Garnett, Pierce, and Ray Allen teamed up.
But they got traded. They didn't leave on their own. They got traded into that situation.
Okay.
LeBron was the first person to say, I'm going to take matters into my own hands and do it. Boston traded Ray Allen to
I thought Garnett came to it on his own though.
No.
Okay.
I think they traded during the draft
to Boston. Okay. But I thought Ray Allen
Ray Allen got traded
from Milwaukee.
From Seattle. And
Seattle.
He got traded from Seattle. And that's how Seattle was able to move up and get Kevin Durant. Yes, Seattle Supersonics. Right.
Oh, before they became Oklahoma
City.
That's right.
Okay, enough of the basketball talk. Anyway,
but
amazing fight.
Good fight.
Amazing freaking fight. And like you said, look, one thing that we had got off topic. Y'all gonna stop with the Danny Garcia hate. Because I'm telling you, it's a good damn fight.
Well, I don't know Danny Garcia hate, or is it because the casual boxing fan don't know Danny Garcia?
No, the casual boxing fan know Danny.
Well, not the casual, but I mean people who don't know boxing.
It's the fact that Garcia lost to Thurman and Garcia lost to Porter. They don't feel like Garcia has a chance against Errol Spence because they use the triangle theory. But you have to realize that. And I hate saying it but it's the truth. Styles make fights. Danny don't fight like Shawn Porter. Danny don't fight like Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? It's just like people look at Manny Pacquiao and see that he's smart. Yeah, but his style is difficult to deal with.
I tell you, the mistakes that Shawn Porter wasn't able to capitalize on some of the mistakes that Shawn Porter made. Shawn Porter wasn't able to capitalize on some of the mistakes that Errol Spence made, and that's what makes Danny Garcia a very interesting fight because he's one of the best punchers in the game.
But then you also have to realize Danny Garcia is not going to be in Errol Spence's shit to make him make those mistakes either.
That's true.
So you can't just look at it like, oh, Shawn Porter made him make these. Yeah, but Shawn Porter was rough for 12 rounds.
Well, the way I see that fight, Earl's going to come forward, and that's what I'm saying. Danny Garcia is going to be looking.
Okay, so let me ask you this. When Earl comes forward, is Danny Garcia going to slip under the jab and spin around him like Shawn Porter did? Probably not.
Probably not.
He's probably going to try to land a left hook while Earl was throwing the punch. That's what I'm saying. So Shawn was creating openings that Danny Garcia may not be able to create. So that's what I'm saying. You can't use that triangle theory to base what Shawn Porter did against Errol Spence.
True.
Because if you go look at what Shawn Porter did to Adrian Granados, it was a tough fight for Shawn Porter. Yeah, and then Danny Garcia went in there and dog walked him.
Yeah. But see, the thing is, I'm saying that, look, it has the potential to be a great fight. Earl can, if he boxed Danny, because Danny got shorter arms.
I'm taking Danny Garcia.
Huh?
I'm making an early prediction.
What?
Danny Garcia.
Over Errol Spence?
I like Danny Garcia. Okay. I'm a big Danny Garcia fan.
All right. Look, I think that Earl gonna make it. Look, I don't know.
Serious. Y'all think I'm serious?
Okay. All right. Well, that's the early prediction for Brandon. I don't think that's what happens. Yeah, but I'm just saying. Look, I'm saying that Errol Spence, I just don't think it's a shit fight like everybody says. And I think the only reason people saying that it's a shit fight, like you said, partly because of the triangle theory, but the other part is because they want to see Errol Spence fight Manny Pacquiao.
No, they want to see Errol Spence fight Terrence Crawford.
Yeah, and Manny Pacquiao though.
I don't think people want to see Errol Spence fight Manny Pacquiao. I just think that's the best fight for Errol Spence
to do from
economically.
Yeah.
But people want to see Errol Spence fight Terrence.
But I think that Errol Spence has the ability though to box and make it an easy fight against Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is slow foot,
but Errol also can't
him,
stay away from going to the body.
Exactly, the dog in him, and that's like you said. That when you go into the body, you go at your own peril with Danny Garcia because that man timing.
And Shawn hurt Errol a couple times in that fight.
Yeah, he did.
And he don't hit as hard as
Danny Garcia.
Danny G.
Yeah, but
I like Danny G. Like I said, Errol.
I would take early predictions on that. I'd take Errol Spence.
Cool.
Yeah. But I mean.
That's good shit, man. We out of here.
Yeah,
man.
we out of here, man.
Probably 30 minutes.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I hope y'all enjoyed the fight.
Appreciate y'all.
What's the shit?
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, comment.
Yeah,
we got a long comment yesterday on that Canelo
Kovalev.
On the Canelo Kovalev
video.
Address
that.
We will address you.
Yeah.
Probably through video, not comment.
Yeah.
We out, man.
We out.